Congressman Bill Huizenga will keep his seat. He beat out Democratic challenger Bryan Berghoef by just more than 20 points.
And he's joining us live this noon to talk about the victory. Thank you for joining us. So I'm wondering how you're feeling with your victory in the bag. So many other big races that people are watching still unsettled this noon.
Yeah, it is. And, I'm tired like everybody else is tired who's in this process, but now is also crunch time. I'm hoping we don't relive 2000 again. I was there, had a front row seat, but we know that there are some issues that have to be dealt with right now, and it really is about the integrity of the vote.
Congressman, you allude to potential legal activity. The president talked about that last night, but let's just pause for a minute and think about what Republicans wanted. They wanted a big vote for Donald Trump. They wanted some justification, some backing for what he had done for the past 4 years. Democrats wanted a huge vote against for a repudiation of everything that Donald Trump stood for. No matter what the outcome, neither side's going to get what they want. No matter what the outcome, the president of the United States is going to have either the House or the Senate in the opposite party, making it difficult, if not impossible, to get anything done. So what has really changed here as we talk about this election today?
You know, Rick, actually both sides might have gotten what they wanted, which was a huge turnout. I mean, we're seeing that voter participation be quite large, which is a good thing. What we don't have is clarity, right? That margin one way or the other. And there are scenarios out there that Joe Biden can win and where Donald Trump can win. We do know that Michigan is still a critical part of that. And that is, again, why I think all eyes are really coming onto Pennsylvania and Michigan here. My friends in North Carolina tell me they think that's going for Trump, as well as Georgia and potentially Nevada, and then Arizona is now getting called into question. So this isn't done by any stretch of the imagination.
All right, and finally, before we move on, let me talk just a little bit about the Senate race here in the state of Michigan. That's the one race that hasn't changed overnight. Certainly the presidential did, at least to this point. We know there's still votes out there. What are you hearing from the party about how confident or lack thereof that John James will become a United States Senator from Michigan?
Yeah, it's tight. You know, we just had a report. Zach Gorchow from Gonwer News Service in Lansing just tweeted about contacting the Antrim County clerk, where it looks like they transposed numbers. That could be a 6,000 vote swing towards Donald Trump and John James. So, those kinds of things are clearly indicating a very close contest. I think John has a real opportunity to defy gravity. Even if Donald Trump loses the state, John James has a real shot at becoming the next senator here from Michigan, which would be historic. First time we've ever had African-American senator from Michigan.
Congressman, you put it well. If he outperforms the president here in the state, he will indeed defy gravity. Thank you, as always, for your time. We appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, guys.